J-Factor. I decided to take the VHS Repair to that next level after my last video. These ones, we'll call this in the tradition of what I did before. This is batch number 1, which is extremely dirty on both ends. Batch number 2, which is got some dirt in there, but it never rewound all the way back to the beginning, because the beginning is just as dirty. And batch number 3, this one. So now, thanks to my previous repair videos, I know I can fix this VCR if I need to. Right now, I'm just going to test out batch number 1, batch number 2, and batch number 3 and see what happens. First of all, gotta get batch number 1 out. I don't expect much. If it'll play it at all, I'll be impressed. But and that's the extent of it. And then it stops. Batch number 2.
Stretch your legs out, keep your feet back. Step out of the car, please. Put your hands on the back of the car.
Batch number 2 doesn't look that bad. I might even be able to rewind it to the beginning and end. And batch number 3.
Oh, no, sir. Extra. Ponderosa.
That one doesn't look too bad either. So really, batch number 1 is the worst condition. I believe the only reason any of these are playing at all is because I used the 99% isopropyl alcohol. If it was 97%, we wouldn't be seeing any results. At least that's been my experience in the past. Right now I'm popping in Dragon Ball Z, making sure it plays alright.
And while the two mighty warriors converse in private, the rest of the gang is left hanging in suspense as to whether the powerful new arrival...
Okay. I'd say that's a successful test for seeing if the VCR still works after popping in 3 damaged looking tapes. In the interest of this experiment, let's see if we can just repair a Jewel at Rockefeller Center for now. This is the one that batch number 1, December 2nd, 1998. So this is over 2 decades old. Right now it's 2019. So we'll see if we can fix this. Much like my last video, I'll be using this little guy, which is just Q-tips with wrapped in tape, and the top part a lint free cloth, which came with this O&N screen cleaning kit I bought at Walmart for $5, which is a Walmart brand name, O&N. And I'll be dipping on this isopropyl alcohol, 99% pure stuff, and it's a life brand name, which is a Shoppers Drug Mart brand name. Sorry. Hopefully, I won't be using this guy. This guy, as I showed in the last video, is when I would take the cassette tape apart and then I would tape this up somewhere against something and just run the VHS tape through it while holding this together and putting alcohol on this and on this. To get myself started here, I put a tiny hole in it so that when I'm dipping the isopropyl alcohol onto this guy on both ends, it won't have to, leak the whole bottle. So I'll just mount this for a second. Center this. There we go. And just pour it on. I put a lot on there because this is not the greatest looking tape. Hopefully I can restore the footage on it to its natural look, but given it's 2 decades old, it's hard to say. 2 decades old and in this condition, and it looks like it needs to be around. So first step, let's just pop her in there. Let's take another quick look at the beginning and end. Oh yes, before I forget, plug her in there. With the tab broken off here, it should automatically play, and it also means that if the tab's broken off, I can't taper over anything. It also means it's automatically going to start playing, so I have to hit the stop button and try to rewind it just for fun. While it's rewinding, might as well clean some of it. Just gonna rest my hand here, as long as I don't touch the inside components. I can feel and hear when the tape is not running smoothly. You can feel the bumps. As I said before, I honestly don't believe this would fast forward and rewind all the way through if I wasn't using 99% isopropyl alcohol to clean this. Because I've done this in the past with 97% pure stuff and it didn't I didn't get this far. I had to use that big stick that I made before. And take the tape apart and yada yada yada, run all the way through it. This thing has a habit of rejecting the tape immediately after it finishes winding completely, so let's just take a look. Well, you can definitely tell which end of it was clean and which wasn't. I think we're about to have a successful test here. Alright. Oh yeah. And the light is blinking, so let's take her out. Turn the power off. Turn it back on. Pop her in there. Stop the tape from playing. Grab my little tool. Mark. Okay. And fast forward. Again, resting my wrist. Sorry. Scratch my face. Wrist against something so that it makes it easier to hold down. We of course won't be able to start the tape where it started off, but that's alright as long as we get color picture and not a whole bunch of, not a big snowy picture like we just saw when we started this tape. And decent quality sound, I'll settle for all that. Usually on average this takes about 5 minutes with a steady hand so it doesn't go against anything. The fingers have to avoid touching the drum there. But yes, you should really see how I cleaned the VCRs during VCR Repair videos part 1 and 2 in order to get my VCR to this point where it could actually go fast forwarding a tape like this from beginning to end. And I'm probably jumping ahead of myself if I said that this will go all the way to the end, but I have a good feeling about it. That one felt a little weird there. Yeah, they say if you can get a tape fast forward to the end and rewind all the way back to the beginning, there's a strong chance of being able to save your tape. Because film is a chemical process, and as chemicals degrade, it gets very sticky, and the tape won't move at all. But this VCR is only used for cleaning, and it's had at this point several tapes with 99% alcohol going through it, so I think that's the only reason that it can clean from beginning to end. But I'm also probably in the future I'm going to make another video of a damaged, even more damaged looking tape, because I like a challenge. If I can find one. Finding one that's 2 decades old is a good start though. It definitely comes in handy to have 2 VCRs, one for cleaning, one for playing. I took a risk there, testing a bad tape on a good VCR. Okay. Now I switched sides. Gotta make sure this thing is touching the film. So where this was pressed against the left side when it was fast forwarding, now it's pressed against the right side when it's rewinding. Another reason I'm only doing 1 tape is because it kills legs, but for the moment I don't see the point in doing the other 2 tapes. I can do those on my own time. I just have to clean one that's pretty much not playable at all. As you saw, it played snowy picture, and then it just suddenly stopped. So it went fade to black. Sorry about the lighting. Hurts the back quite a bit too, leaning in and doing this. Definitely recommend sitting down when you're doing this, something like this, because you have to stay in such a still position for such a long time, at least 10 minutes, depending on the tape, and how long the tape is. Slows down if I'm pressing too hard. I gotta keep in mind that the amount of pressure should be how much pressure you would put pressing a toothpick against your teeth. I don't want to knock it out of any alignments. Just want it to clean. And I can see we're in the mid section of the tape. The midsection is basically where we were when we started this tape. Too much pressure. There we go. Where are we at now? Too much pressure. There we go. Too much pressure and it'll be sitting there for longer than 5 minutes. Or 10 minutes. Alright, let's get this cleared up here. There we go. Looks pretty clean. Not even close to as bad as it was before. Let's see what our little stick looks like. Well, that one was from Alien last night. I know that for certain. That when I was cleaning that tape. This one is from Jewel right now. So let's go test it out. I'll just put the cover back on this. Oh, my knees. That's what I mean. That's hard. Alright, unplug and we'll go test it out. Alright. Change to SP. It's a bit grainy, but it plays.
Jay? Hey there! What you cook?
So, thanks for watching. Click that subscribe button if you like what you see, and tune in next time for more great content. Okay, thanks, bye. This is just another small personal note. How I'm watching it as widescreen right now. Everything back in the day was 4:3 aspect ratio, which was full screen at the time because TVs were only that big. But now you just, for this Toshiba TV anyways, I'll just get focus here on the model number. Just hit the picture size button and you can change the picture size to whatever you feel comfortable with. Most of the time I like that one, but which zooms in, but that one I like right now. In order to watch it on video, hit the input button on the remote, and then I just bring it to video. Thanks for watching. Bye.